Hey, theme park lovers, this is Amanda from Where in the Park, and each week we will be providing you with the latest news and updates from Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, Universal Studios Hollywood, and now SeaWorld San Diego. In this video, we will go over this week's updates from Universal Studios. The Starbucks at Universal Citywalk is now open. Or is it? We have known for some time that Starbucks was replacing the Karl Strauss restaurant and brewery, so when we saw the sign at the bottom of the stairs that said now open, we had to run up and take a look. However, at the top of the stairs reads a sign that says, "Sorry we missed you. We'll be open again tomorrow at 8 a.m." This photo was taken at 6 p.m. on a Sunday. We walked up to the front door to find the sign to the bottom right stating that the hours of operation are from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. every day. First of all, this is the only mention of the store's hours. It should be posted at the bottom of the stairs. Secondly, this is Citywalk, where everyone is there until midnight and thousands of people walk by every day. As this is now the only Starbucks location in Citywalk since the one by the movie theater closed a long time ago, this is a wasted opportunity for both Starbucks and Citywalk. We hope that they will extend their hours to properly accommodate guests later in the evenings. As I mentioned earlier, this Starbucks replaced the Karl Strauss restaurant and brewery. We loved this restaurant and hope it returns someday. When we heard of a Starbucks going in, we thought it might be more of a roastery location as the Karl Strauss footprint was quite large for a Starbucks. However, there are walls where the booths and bar once stood. The footprint of the Starbucks is such that maybe 7 people can stand comfortably inside. I do not understand why they would set it up like this, but I'm hoping that they're creating something great behind the walls that will eventually be revealed to us. From what we have seen, there's not much room to walk around to other areas that would later be revealed behind the walls, so this appears to be it. Until then, we will continue to be disappointed in the transformation of the space thus far. But what are your thoughts about this location? Let us know in the comments. On to happier news. The studio store at the entrance to Universal Studios is now home to Super Nintendo World merchandise. Many of the items can also be found at the store across the street, but there are a few hidden gems that can only be found at one of these locations. The one across the street has a lanyard that is specific to this park. We were unable to find it at this new location at the studio store. Here's a look at the construction progress happening at Super Nintendo World. Much of the scaffolding from our last update has been removed, and we are finally able to see a ton of detail being added to this land. As you can vaguely make out in the photo to the left, details are being added to Bowser's castle, including the horns on top and the Bowser emblem on the front. We know from the video games as well as photos from Super Nintendo World in Japan that a giant sculpture of Bowser's face is going to be secured to the front of the castle above the archway. We are incredibly excited to see the castle once it's finished. The photo on the top right shows new details of the shifting sands pyramids, which I can already envision projection mapping to make it look like the sand is moving, which would be really cool to see. That hasn't been announced yet, but I can totally see it happening. Around the pyramids is a super cute Pokey and several piranha plants. The bottom right shows the progress made to the main entrance to the land, which is to the left of the Transformers 360 3D attraction entrance. As you can see, additional blocks have been added to the front and what looks like the start of a warp pipe, which is currently a bluish purple. I'm pretty sure it will be painted green in the weeks to come. We are so excited for this land to open, and we cannot wait for 2023. We rode the studio tour to check out the new edition of Jupiter's Claim. We won't spoil it for you, but wanted to show you this photo of our tram passing under this sign and into Jupiter's Claim, which surrounds all sides of the tram. At the end of the tour, the sign to the right is posted by the 3D Glasses drop-off bins saying, "Thank you for visiting Jupiter's Claim. The fun continues at jupitersclaim.com with a QR code." Plan to ride the studio tour during your next visit to experience this new area. It was pretty cool, but again, we won't spoil it for you. Just a reminder that bonus days are happening until this Sunday, August 7th. Bonus days are days that were previously blocked but are now open to everyone, meaning that the park is going to be quite busy these days, which is a perfect time to bring your scavenger hunt pack with you. Even if the lines are extremely long, you can still enjoy your day at the park. So be sure to have your pack with you next time you head to Universal. If you do not have your pack yet, be sure to check out our Etsy page at whereinthepark.etsy.com. We attended this year's Midsummer Scream in Long Beach this past weekend and learned a couple of updates pertaining to this year's Halloween Horror Nights. We did an entire video about our experience and what we learned during this event, so be sure to take a look to get all of the details. Lastly, we wanted to take a moment to let you guys know what we have on our calendars. As for events in which we will have a booth selling our scavenger hunt packs, we will be at the Oaks Mall in Thousand Oaks this Saturday, August 6th. We will be at the Disneyana Fan Club event in Garden Grove on October 23rd, and we'll be at two MouseCon events, one in Concord on November 6th and one in Bakersfield on January 29th. We will have calendared events on our Facebook page to remind you of any upcoming events and provide any details as they become available. We will also be attending the events to the right, and although we do not have a booth at these events, we will be posting videos, photos, and updates from the events to provide you with the latest details from around the parks. We will be at Glow Farm at Knott's Berry Farm, the social media event where park influencers get together twice a year. It is not a special ticketed event, so if you have a ticket for September 4th, you can also see all of the fun. We will also be attending D23 all 3 days from September 9th through the 11th, as well as Oogie Boogie Bash on the 10th. So lots of fun things are happening soon. Please let us know if you will be at any of these events as well, as we would love to meet you. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching this week's park update video. You can find out more about us and our scavenger hunt packs at whereinthepark.com and whereinthepark.etsy.com. Thank you so much. Bye.